Hey everybody, it's the Hey Poopy Podcast with
Dave
and Ellen. What that booty do from poop to pleasure to health.
Yes, and we're also removing the stigma from your stinker.
We are two curious people who actually care about your gut, your butt, and other things that are happening with that butthole.
Yeah, fun stuff, weird stuff, all the stuff. We're here for you.
We are.
And this podcast is all about that. We have an amazing episode coming up for you. And we have the one and only Miss Freida Whales, all the way from Okanagan Valley in BC, Canada.
Yes, we do. And Freida came to us via the Stereo app after we watched our dear friend Sherry Vine talking to Bianca Del Rio. And I asked Sherry a question on there, and Freida then emailed me directly after saying, I want to be on your podcast because I know about poop and I know about buttholes. And I said, well, darling, you're welcome to come on. Come on down.
She was fantastic. I mean, she's a drag queen living up there in Canada. And I mean, not only is she a drag queen, she does private parties. She does living wakes. She does family-friendly events like story time with kids. And you can actually book her to do a wine tour. I mean, she's like a complete, it's not even like a triple threat. It's like a quadruple threat. She does everything.
Totally.
Everything. And all the stories she told us were fantastic. So we had a delightful time.
Yes, she was a fantastic guest who loves to talk about poop. So she was perfect for us.
Yes. And if you like poop, you can just go visit heypoopypodcast.com and you can find out all the amazing episodes we have. We have cartoons, which you can only see on our
Patreon.
Yes, baby. Patreon.
Check it out on that link on that website, heypoopypodcast.com. And we would love to hear from you in any capacity. So please check us out.
Yeah, for sure. And without any further ado, we're going to take you right into the amazing Miss Freida Whales.
Yes. Are you soft as a panda, yet strong as a bear?
Bamboo is redefining toilet paper for the future, being more sustainable using bamboo fibers that grow 16 times faster than hardwood.
Bamboo is soft to the touch, yet strong so you use less TP with each wipe.
Septic safe, unbleached, and unscented for all those delicate parts.
And get 10% off with our promo code HeyPoopy at GoBamboo.com.
Go Bamboo, spelled GOBUMBOO.
We give a sheet about our future. You should too with Bamboo.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
And now, the Hey Poopy Podcast with Dave and
Oh,
Ellen.
yeah. I hit the post, as they say in radio. But this is the Hey Poopy Podcast. And we are back on this A-Dump-A Day.
And this is me, Ellen, and
Dave.
And this is episode 131. But it'll always be number 2 to us. You did the hey poo. You threw me off.
I did throw you off. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you a curveball. It's been really hot today, and I've been like, my brain's been like scrambled from like the heat. But we got through it. We got through the intro.
And we have a very, very special guest today. It's Freida Whales.
Yeah.
It's our second drag queen that we found on Sherry Vine and Bianca Del Rio's Stereo show.
Oh yes. That's fantastic.
And Freida wrote me right away and was like, I got poop stories for you. I'm down. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. Let's do it. Let's do it.
I cannot wait. Thank you for being on the show, by the way.
Yes.
Thanks for having me on.
Yes, of course.
And Freida, before we go into who you are and what you do, we'd like to go into how you poo. How you been pooping recently?
So I know it's probably pretty hot over there. We're actually experiencing a very big heat wave where I am right now. A place near me actually just beat the record for like the hottest temperature in North America ever.
What?
Vegas. Yeah, Lytton, BC. I'm down in Kelowna, BC, so we got like 45 degrees Celsius, which I think it's like 100.
Yeah, that's hot. Jesus.
Something like that. I don't know Fahrenheit, but something like that. It was very, very hot. So I have not been cooking. So it's been a lot of fast food. So my poops have been a bit more irregular.
Oh, I hear that.
It's been hot. See, I'd probably say between I think it's between a 4 and a 5.
Oh, that's
good.
That's pretty good for fast food. I mean, usually if fast food would
4 to
destroy
5
me.
with a surprise 7 every now and then.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is. Yeah. Fast food destroys me. So that's pretty good for that kind of diet.
So you're in Canada.
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Nice.
I had no idea where you were from, but I love learning this on the show.
I love Canada.
Most people know where Vancouver is, so we're about a 4-hour drive from Vancouver.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Vancouver's lovely. I'm sure where you live too is lovely too. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, well, everyone from Vancouver decided to move here during the pandemic because they realized it's more beautiful and you can get a bigger house here. So now it's very expensive.
Oh, yeah. That seems to be a global thing, it seems like lately.
That's the trend until everybody has to be back at work. So
Yeah.
it'll happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Everybody's going to be like, wait, I can't do work from home for the rest of my life? No, the office was a place before the pandemic for a reason.
Yeah.
So
I don't miss office life, but I do miss the office AC.
free AC.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I work at an elementary school, and the AC in there was definitely very nice and cool.
Yeah,
As
crisp.
now,
So Ellen, how have your poops been?
I have kind of an epic check-in for you all, as always.
As always.
As always. So I pooped today twice, and it was great. One time during our meeting, which is apropos of what I do. But my epic check-in is yesterday I had at my dentist my 6-month cleaning. And on the way to the dentist, I had to pee so badly when I got off the subway. I was like, I got to walk 5 blocks. I hope I can make it. And as I'm walking, my stomach also goes, oh, and you have a surprise poo on the way too. So I'm literally like, bitch, don't shit your pants. Bitch, don't shit your pants on the way to the dentist. Then all of a sudden I get a call because my car needed an oil change, and the guy's like, oh, you also have all these other things wrong with your car. It's going to be a lot of money. And I was like, how much? And I'm walking into the dentist's office as he's telling me the price, and I was just sweating the cold sweats of I am about to shit my pants. It all went down within 5 minutes. And I just turned to the guy and I go, yeah, sure. That sounds great. Just fix it. And I hang up the phone with him, tell the dentist, I'm like, I'm here. And they're like, okay, you could sit down. I go, no, I have to use the bathroom. Run into the bathroom, and I blew it up. Yes, but it's one of those low flush models, so it was kind of like a German poo shelf.
Oh yeah, so it's just sitting there, staring back at you.
My pretty much Bristol 5'6", it wasn't full butt pee-pee, but it was very
pretty loose.
Was a messy Nessie that was all on top of the water. So it was so stinky. And this is a dentist's office in Manhattan that has no windows, no ventilation coming into this terrible bathroom. They had no spray, nothing. And I was just like, I did it. I'm the one who did that. I'm sure
the second you came out, they're like, oh yeah.
And when you smell your own brand, you're like, it's not that bad. And you smell somebody else's and you're like, what the fuck did you eat? I smelled my own brand and knew there was something dead inside of me. So if I thought it smelled bad, they thought it was just like,
oh, it must have been awful.
yeah. Oh, anybody who walked in after me was like, that bitch. So yeah I killed it yesterday.
Shit. All right, well, mine was not that epic. Jesus Christ. I don't have this. She has these insane shit stories every week.
Oh my God. Every
And
time
I'm
I leave the
What
house.
the fuck is wrong? I went to the bathroom once today. It was around 7 o'clock in the morning. Nothing to write home about. Just in and out. And I think it was a little looser because I went out last night to see a burlesque show.
Ooh.
And it was the second indoor show I've been to since things opened up. So I was kind of freaked out, but it was they spaced it out perfectly. So there wasn't super crazy. But I did drink a bunch, and I haven't really been drinking that often. I mean, as much. And I think that kind of had something to do with it. So I sort of I wasn't hungover or anything, but definitely 5, 6 liquidy drink shits, which, no one wants, but that's what happened. Not the crazy epic fucking Lord of the Rings story this one told. But
No, my asshole is a trilogy.
Yeah.
But Dave, I even texted you over the weekend. I was doing errands, stopped in Bed Bath & Beyond, blew up their bathroom, then went straight to Lowe's, had round 2, at Lowe's. So obviously my sphincter only knows how to open up, and it's like do or die time when I'm left the house.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's
I was
it's not even
literally
shocking
texting
anymore.
Dave.
I'm like, it's almost like boring. Like, cause you're just like, it's like, you know what I mean? It's just so like, you're like, yeah, that sounds about right. But everybody else would be like, what the fuck?
Well, to the audience, they'll say, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
to
of
you,
course.
you're like
So I'm
131 episodes
I'm like,
in.
I've
You're
heard
like,
this 131 times. I'm like, oh, yeah. But it's almost amazing, like, how it keeps happening.
you're like, your butthole is boring, bitch. Like,
Yeah,
my
I mean,
butthole
it's not
is
actually
basic.
boring. It's not boring. It's just active.
No, my butthole is.
It's like a volcano.
it is. It's an opus.
Yeah, it's just constantly like brewing and bubbling.
I actually was texting with a friend earlier today because he was like, what are the best fiber supplements you take? And I was like, oh, bitch. I take magnesium, flaxseed oil, turmeric, all this stuff. And I was like, but just be careful. It might work a little too well. I have at least once a week in the past like couple months come very close to shitting my pants. So you could take all the stuff I'm taking. You will shit regularly, but timing is the problem.
Yeah, I would say. Oof. Well, with that epicness there, Freida, since we know about your poops, let our audience know who you are, like what you do, like besides poo.
So yeah, besides pooping very regularly, I am a drag queen in the Okanagan Valley. I actually just won Best of the Kelowna, so I'm
Oh,
a drag artist.
that's awesome! And I can't find that.
And I also
applause.
actually tied for the most wins and other things because I got like silver in Facebook and Twitter and like all these other things. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I've been performing for about 4 years now, all around the valley. We kind of have like a little stream of cities kind of up and down the valley.
Oh, okay.
Here. And yeah, I do everything right from literal kids parties and baby showers right to funerals and wakes.
Really?
Yeah,
What's that like?
I had the pleasure of performing for a living wake. This person requested that I come and perform for her right before she had assisted death the next day.
Wow.
Yeah. She didn't tell me that at first. So when I first heard it, I'm like, oh, perfect. It's like a room full of older people. I'll do I Will Survive. Then I found out it was for a living wake. And I'm like, got to change my number. And do that number.
Yeah, that's a good thinking on your feet there.
She's like, no, do it. It'd be fine. I'm like, no, I'll do Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
that's
that'll
good.
be better.
That's a better, yeah, it's more apropos.
Yeah, but honestly, it was one of my best nights ever. It was so much fun.
That's amazing. That's a very cool, unique thing. I like that.
Yeah.
That's also so like her assisted death. How does that work? Was she on hospice or something?
So in Canada, you're allowed to apply for assisted death if you would like to end your life if you're older. My nana actually was the second one in my town to get it as well. She had breast cancer come back a third time, so she just was like, I'm done. She's ready to go. Yeah, so.
God, Canada's so much better.
Well, they have it in Portland, I think now. Portland, Oregon, I think it's legal there now, which is so dumb. It's like not. It's like just.
If you're ready to go, you're ready to go.
It's just like I don't. I'm fine. Let's just do this. It's not like they're gonna like fling you off like a catapult into like the
it's super peaceful.
Yeah.
My nana got to do it surrounded by her daughters, and it was awesome. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is a shit show, but like my dad is suffering from dementia right now. And I actually looked over his healthcare proxy and he's like, do not resuscitate. Like he basically is like, no to anything. He's like, if I'm suffering, don't let me live longer. Yeah. And it's like the fact that you even have to write all that out in the United States, where in Canada, you could just be like, I'm done.
Well, also too, it's like sometimes family gets involved where they're like, "Oh no, we're going to keep him alive." You're like, "Oh my god!" Like that's what I think as well too, because like if you have a living will and tell people that stuff, it's like really good to have that in writing. Otherwise, I mean, not that like depends on your family really. Yeah. But anyway, yes, this is not about that. This is about shitting.
But yeah, regardless, it was definitely my best night ever. I had tons of fun, and I would definitely, anyone who wants to hire me for another one, I'm down.
That's amazing. I love that.
And when you do kids stuff, do you do like, I love the drag queens who read for kids.
Yeah, so I actually do story time. I do a lot on my YouTube channel. I did one that was quite nationally recognized at my local library. It got quite a bit of attention.
Awesome.
I did the first one, and then the CEO of the library was like, what is this? We shouldn't be doing this. And the librarians are like, we're allowed to do it. We're librarians. We pick what we choose. And so it caused this kind of battle between them, and then he lost and had to get sensitivity training.
Yes!
Yeah.
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
We did another one, and then unfortunately COVID hit, so we haven't done any since. But like I said, I've been doing, I think we have about, I want to say 10 stories on my YouTube channel now.
Oh, wow.
story and craft times that we do, and yeah.
I
all different
love
varieties of the
that.
valley.
That is
super fun.
amazing. I love it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. You're doing it all. I love
I want you to read me a bedtime story.
You can find them on FreidaWhales.com and the Guppy Tank.
Yay!
There you go. That's
I know what
amazing.
I'm going to do later tonight.
Yeah. You're going to get tucked in and then read a story. Have a story read to you.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'll have to
Aw.
read one about that farting dog. That's always a fun one.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
I'll dedicate it to your podcast.
Yes, please. Oh, my God. Thank you. I just want to hear those words. This is dedicated
It'll
to
be
the
a
Hey
little
Poopy podcast.
poopy podcast edition.
Yes. Oh, my God. It'd be fucking amazing. Please do that. We'll play that in the show.
I love everything about that.
Yeah, it's great. Well, should we get into some stories possibly?
Yeah, Freida, if you have any stories, or we can go into our questions, whichever is best for you.
I don't know. I've got a little list of stories of when I shit myself.
Yes. Well, let's
Actually, we'll go back to the very beginning. Probably my most memorable childhood one was it was right after Halloween, and I was eating a Tootsie Roll, and I didn't even have a loose tooth at all, and all of a sudden I just and my molar just ripped out, and I went, and swallowed it. And I was like, oh my God, my tooth is gone. And I just swallowed it. It was just gone. And so, of course, a couple of days later, it stuck in my butt. So I had to fish it out. And yeah, I still have every single one of my teeth in my collection, including the one that I swallowed.
wow, poop tooth. That's crazy.
And it was a big molar.
Wait,
I was a young child.
How old were you?
I want to say 7 or 9, 7 to 9 in there somewhere. Yeah, so I was still, Well, no, I guess when do you lose your teeth? I don't know. I guess 7.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, you start around, I think, 6, but then I remember going
I think
almost
I
into
work
my.
with children, but
I think I go into early teens for the back molars and stuff. So
yeah. So I guess probably I don't know, 8 or 9.
yeah, I've had
there.
I didn't get mine taken out until my 20s, but yeah, that I could see that. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
by
like
the way,
I said, it wasn't even loose at all. I didn't expect it. It was just go, and I swallowed the Tootsie Roll and the tooth. Just go.
God, Tootsie Rolls are just the worst for that stuff. They stick to everything.
They're deadly. Now, I remember I was at my friend's house and we were trading Pokemon cards, and it was just boom, gone.
I love that you fished it out though.
So that would probably be about 8 or 7 or 8. Because
okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
That would.
how did you fish it out?
It was stuck
in
in my
his
butthole.
butt. He said.
Yeah, I know, but did you stick your finger up there and?
Yeah. You got it right up in there.
How else are you gonna get it out?
I need to know details. I'm sorry.
You're just
It's the Hey Poopy podcast.
let me take this digit and get up in there and then excavate.
Yeah, it was just kind of just a pinch and grab out.
Yeah.
Sharp though.
Oh my God, that's I didn't even think about that. You're
It went
right.
sideways too. It wasn't even nice. And it was sideways, so it was the jagged part out.
That's so crazy. Oh my
Did you
God.
tell your family?
I actually can't remember. I don't know.
Because that would be something
Well, they know now.
as a
If
mom.
they're listening, Mom, surprise! I have a poopy tooth.
Oh my God, that's the best.
Did it have the molar and not the molar, the roots, or was
No,
it?
yeah, it was just
was flat.
just the tooth.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
But yeah, my mom kept the tooth fairy. Sorry to any young kids.
Poop fairy.
My mom kept every one of my teeth, so I have all of my teeth in this little jar, including my wisdom teeth.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
That's
I got
the
all of
poo-
them.
either
I want to make a
poop
necklace
tooth.
one day and do a drag number with a necklace of teeth.
Yes.
Yes, you should do that.
One just has a little poop stain on it.
Yeah, just one's a little poopy color.
Yeah,
That one will be the center one.
Yes, exactly. A little
Or
bling on
just
it.
have a whole turd hanging from the center
Yeah.
with a tooth sticking out
Yeah.
of it.
Just a Tootsie Roll attached to it.
Yes, still stuck to it. The
Or
Tootsie-
the Tootsie Roll could be shaped into a turd.
Yeah, a little Tootsie Roll.
that would be
shape.
incredible if the Tootsie Roll was still stuck to the tooth when you fished it out. That would be crazy.
Well, I hope my digestion works better than that.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes I think that stuff doesn't
As a child, I'm shitting out full Tootsie
Yeah,
Rolls.
you're it doesn't digest. Well, so out the gate, this is a fantastic story. I can't wait to hear the other ones.
Another one when I was a child, I remember when I was a kid, we have a very popular ski mountain here. So as a child, I skied a lot.
Oh, is that Whistler Blackcomb?
No, Big White.
Oh,
It's a
in Vancouver.
little bit smaller, but I think it's classified as the better ski mountain. I
Ooh.
don't know ski mountains, but we're always in the top 2 or 3 of Canada or
Nice.
North America or whatever. But yeah, so we always went skiing all day long as a kid, long mountain days. And I remember I was skiing down, and all of a sudden, and it was like, of course, the days when I wore like loose boxers. So it was like the thing in the 90s. I was like, they didn't do anything besides, it was just like another pair of pants underneath your clothes. Did not contain a single thing. And I remember I had a sneaky fart that you should not have trusted.
Yes.
Yep.
Always tell us on this podcast, don't trust those farts. I wish I would have listened as a kid. And so, yeah, I shit myself as I was going down a very steep hill.
Oh.
Nothing I could do. And so I get down, I'm like, Mom, I like shit all over myself. She's like, okay, go in the bathroom and just like throw away whatever you can and come out as covered as you can.
You're like, so that's everything I got to throw out then, right?
Pretty much. I think I had like my snow pants that we like wiped out a little bit.
Oh.
So I went home.
And the snow pants are like all, oh my God, yeah. Oh my God. Oh. I wish I had a I wish I had a ski sound effect.
This just reminded me of like when I was a really young kid. I actually can't believe I forgot this one. So as a kid, I had my parents were very country, we'll say. Not even country, but like I don't know. It was
Rural?
the 90s, so we all had mullets. We all had mullets to match my dad. I wore little cowboy boots. This was before I was gay.
Oh my
I wore
God!
little tiny
Please
cowboy boots.
tell me there's a picture.
We went over to the neighbors had like this like concert thing going on or something, and I had to poop. So I just like went and tried to poop, but I pooed into the cowboy boots.
Oh.
How do you do that?
It just the log just dropped into it.
Yeah, and I probably would have been like, I don't know, I want to say like 4 or 5. Like I was pretty young.
Oh my
and so I don't know if I even told anyone, but my mom obviously cleaned the shit out of it because they're in my closet and they're not full of shit anymore.
She's like, we're not going to talk. We're just going to just pretend like it never happened.
Yeah, we won't even regard.
Wait, how does that happen? So you were squatting and it just like slid into your boot instead of the.
Close and
Wow, your
It's
aim
kind
was
of
all
amazing.
Easter egged in.
Yeah, you definitely Easter egged it. That's like some like really like threading the needle type shit.
I feel like that should be like a fair game, like
Try and shit in your own boot.
Trust in your own boot. Yeah. What fair would that be at?
the Hey Poopy Fair.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Oh. I'm like, I'm not going to judge that
Bouncy house
contest.
shaped like shit.
Oh my God, I'm so judging that contest.
Oh. That's another good one. Jeez,
So
you got
is
these
it who
gems.
can get it in the most gracefully or who can get the most shit in their boot?
I think the most shit.
I think all of the above. Like if you take
could be,
like
like, categories.
laxatives, yeah.
Ribbons.
Maybe like you get like a point for each Bristol stool. Like if you get like a bunch of little turds in, then you get a 1. And if you get like loose stool butt pee pee, it's a 7. So
But you have to like measure it, see how much you got.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, like the craptacular.
Like a cup.
You
Like
have
a
to
measuring
like
cup.
weigh it out. Whoever shits
Yeah.
the most.
Just pour the boot into a fucking Pyrex glass. It's so disgusting.
And whoever does it the fastest, because people get poop shy.
Yeah, I mean,
You
the
got
timer.
speed, style, amount.
Yeah,
Texture.
consistency.
So many categories.
Yeah, weight.
Everybody's taking home a prize.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Oh my goodness.
You want me to just keep telling you?
Yeah.
all the
Yes,
categories?
please.
Go right ahead.
I could just do this all
I've
day.
got 2 other ones that pertain to drag. So as a drag queen who does drag story time, I remember one time I was getting ready and I was not feeling very well. I had the tummy rumbles. And of course I had diarrhea during drag story time. So I'm like in full drag and it was hot summer too. So like my house is hot. I literally once you're tucked, I'm sure you've talked to Sherry.
Oh, yeah.
Once you're tucked, she doesn't tuck really. I tuck more than she, because I wear like hip pads and like all that. So I'm more the queen, like she was saying. Once I'm tucked, I'm a Barbie. You can't.
Yeah,
There's nothing going in or out
yeah.
at that moment.
It's smooth down there.
Yeah. So I'm in like a full dress, reading to kids, and yeah, I'm just like trying to make sure I clinch as higher as I can so I do not shit myself.
Oh my God.
But that was when I officially fully met my best friend Jill, who's now my assistant. Shout out to Jill.
Hey,
Love you,
Jill.
She bought me a coffee, which probably did not help the diarrhea, but it was definitely.
Oh my God. She's like, take this. You're like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. It was nice coffee, so as a gay, I had to legally drink it.
Yes. Wait, can we rewind a little? Because this was something I tried to ask Sherry, but as you just said, Sherry doesn't tuck and wear pads. So
Well, she does tuck. She
Yes.
doesn't wear pads and stuff. She's
Yeah.
just smooth
Yeah.
woman.
But so I talked to one drag queen that not on the show that told me when they tucked, like their penis was almost touching their butthole. So when they farted, they were like, I feel like I'm giving myself my own brown eye, pink eye situation. And so, like, please walk us through this. Like, if you are, like, all dressed up and you go out that night, you got to really be careful of what you drink and do.
Yeah,
because
luckily,
of these situations.
I'm actually not a queen that does drink. I don't like drinking. I don't like the taste of any alcohol really, or being drunk. I'm a seaweed queen, which legally I can do up here.
Ah.
So I just smoke a lot of weed, which is great because then I don't have to pee.
Yeah, you see that bong in the
I'm just
background.
really good at not going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
All night long.
Ah, that's good. Yeah, I've always wondered that because if I go out at night, I am peeing every 30 minutes. And then what if I have to poo? Like, and we've talked to
You have to get a catheter.
Yeah, and we've talked to like some gay guys on the podcast, and they're like, at clubs, the bathrooms just reek of shit, and I feel like it's because of all the fucking cocaine and the baby laxatives in there,
especially in the bigger cities. Definitely,
yeah. And I'm just like, what, so if you're a drag queen, do you just have to like not eat and drink when you're dressed up?
Pretty much. For me personally, I don't know. My face cracks if I try and eat and stuff, so I just don't even bother.
Yeah.
It's not worth it to me. I'd rather, whenever I go to like work at restaurants, they're like, do you want food? I'm like, yes, I'll take this to go home and eat later.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I put too much time into this. I can't trust like any kind of accidents happening.
But is there a shelf life for your being dressed up in drag? Like, do you know, like, if you go past 4 hours, like, you just got to go home?
Sometimes I can get lucky. Like I've had a couple days where I've gone, because I used to do wine tours in drag. I'm actually the only drag queen in North America that does drag queen wine tours, where I drive the bus and
wow.
Oh my God, I want.
We live in the Okanagan Valley, so it's a very wine country here.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
One of the biggest wine capitals.
Oh.
So I did a wine tour. It was actually my birthday that day too. So I did a wine tour that morning, which was very early, and then I did all day, and then I did a show that night. And my face surprisingly stayed good, but that's like rare. It doesn't usually stay like that.
Right.
I have a very coarse beard. I don't know if you can see, but so it grows in very quickly. And so, especially in daylight, you can see the stubble. And I'm like, surprise, the illusion's broken. I'm actually a man.
Yeah, that's what you get. But that's incredible.
Hairy human.
Yeah.
That's incredible that you can go that long and like, I would be like, I gotta go. I have to like untuck this for a minute to let it breathe.
I mean, I don't wear makeup during the day. I only wear it if I'm gonna like be on camera or at night. And sometimes I'm too lazy to even put it on at night. So like having it on all day, but also being in character is a lot of work.
Yeah, it can be pretty tiring. Yeah. I did drag yesterday in 44-degree weather here, which is again,
it's in the hundreds.
Yeah.
That's
very, very hot, but luckily, actually, I just got this little neck fan, so you just like put it
on. It's pretty awesome. Love it. Oh,
so that helped out a lot. And I went wigless yesterday. I call it my lesbian drag because I do like a little like.
Yeah, you cannot wear a wig in that kind of weather.
Yeah, it's just kind of like that's ridiculous. You're like, guys, sorry.
At least this Saturday for my brunch, it'll be a nice balmy, I think 37.
Oh Jesus!
Balmy, yeah. Oh,
that is hot.
That's hot.
Yeah.
I mean, so kudos to you for doing all that and wearing all that stuff because I would be dead.
Is it indoors with AC or is it?
Yeah, luckily we moved the show inside because of the little heat warnings.
Thank God.
Yeah, that's.
I'm bringing
smart.
my 69-year-old drag grandma, and I'm like, I can't have her die.
No,
yeah, she can't be outside.
Yet.
Yeah, she can't be outside.
She still hasn't put me in the will, so she can't die yet.
Smart.
I need all those feathers.
Yes. You're like, that's mine. Thank you.
You should check her out. Her name's Safonda Dick. It's not just a passion; it's also her name.
Safonda Dick. That name sounds really familiar.
She just turned 69 this year. She's literally been doing drag for since before Stonewall. So.
Oh wow!
Started down in Washington. So any listeners in Washington, she started down there. You might remember her, and then she kind of went up the valley there.
Awesome, very cool.
We love our legends.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely a legend.
Yeah.
So you said you had 2 drag.
Oh yes,
stories.
And then the other one. This was a number I actually did dedicated to poop and fart. Yes. I don't know if you've heard, there's like a remix where it's like, oops, I farted again instead of oops, I did it again by Britney Spears. Mm-hmm. So I did that one with my lovely drag sister, Valerie Rose. And it was when Brooklyn Heights was actually here performing and hosting a show with us.
Oh, awesome.
She just not won the season, but then of course she went on to host Canada's Drag Race, so she's doing amazing. Hi, Brooklyn. Get me on season 3, please.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did that number, and we literally had like a bag of X-Lax, and it was like, because it comes up with like Gas X and stuff. So we got like a little prescription bag. And my drag sister said she will only perform with me again if it does not involve farts and poops.
The one and done.
About 2 or 3 sisters, and they were all like, "I'm not doing that." That's
Oh my God.
I'm like, "Come on, it's gonna be amazing. Brooklyn's gonna be here, and I'm gonna shit myself on stage."
One and done.
It sounds like Sherry would be a good one for that.
Right now that I know her pretty well, we actually have been talking quite a bit, and I love to go down and visit her, and I would love to do that number with her. That'd be
Oh, that'd be
God.
fantastic. Please
I would
record
do
that.
Anything to watch the two of you do that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
so funny.
I love it.
But yeah, so that's all my shitty stories.
I mean, let's just give you a little applause for that right there, because that is. I mean, you had out the gate. There was like with a tooth thing, and it just got better from there. So thank you for that.
We've never had a tooth thing like that before.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard anything like that before. So that's pretty incredible.
Good thing we have good dental up here in Canada.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just learned the other day that like that's another side effect to COVID with the long haulers is your teeth just fall out.
That's like my living nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like your teeth just crumbling out of your head.
No, it just like loosens and falls out and there's no blood.
Ah.
Yeah, and I'm like, why don't people
That's
talk
weird.
about that side effect? Your teeth just
It's
popping out.
Nuts. Ugh.
The dentist industry is trying to keep it under wraps.
Yeah. Don't tell them about this. Oh my goodness.
So Freida, I know it didn't happen to you, but do you know of any other drag queens that have been tucked and made an accident?
Definitely a lot of pee stories.
I can see that.
There was a very famous queen from a franchise I won't name, but she came to visit us, and she peed herself all over herself, and then had to get into a car, so they had to like, put towels down. And
Oh.
so,
Was she drinking
well,
too
there's one other
much?
time too. One of my drag sisters in the community was at bingo and then pissed herself up at the front of bingo and had to leave and change.
Oh my
Okay, guys,
God.
taking a 5-minute break, maybe more, depending on how this works out. I mean, it's had to have happened to a drag performer.
Definitely.
Like, I mean,
when I used to drink, like when I first started drag, I was still kind of drinking a little bit, and I remember I'd go to the bathroom to try and pee, and just like trying to like pull all the pantyhose down and stuff, and then you like piss all over your purse or something. Like you just like because you're like swaying around, you're like pissing, and you're like, oh, now my shoes are full of piss, and my purse smells like piss. Like,
you're like, showtime's over, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
I need you guys have a
like,
shower?
like, cover yourself in that shitty perfume.
Oh my God, yeah, I can see. Wow. Yeah, that's an issue. I couldn't even imagine like having to go. See, if you got to go really bad, you got to do all that. So that's
it's
another
a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Try and talk again after, and
I
not
mean,
a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
people.
like, again, why I just try and not do it. Once I'm tucked, I am a Barbie. I don't exist.
Yeah, that's why I appreciate drag performers, because I'm like, the amount of work that went into all that look, and the fact that they can't just go into the stall and take a piss like easily. It's remarkable. So.
Well, especially
like-
I usually wear like big long nails and stuff too.
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
I literally have to have an assistant like unbutton me and like take my boobs off,
Holy
and like
shit.
it's so much work.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's commitment.
I mean, I heard a rumor. I can't say what for real, but I heard that during RuPaul's Drag Race, RuPaul wears a catheter because she's
Really?
I
like,
heard that
yeah,
one.
because she's.
I know behind the judges table she wears sweatpants.
Oh.
I mean, I would.
So
I mean,
she takes off her gown that she walks down. Yeah, I heard that she'll put in a catheter because she's like tucked for so long while they're filming.
See, I don't know how that would work though, because having a catheter, you wouldn't really be able to tuck.
I don't know either. I just said it's a
well,
rumor.
if
Yeah.
my guess would be like if she's wearing sweatpants, like she's not have to worry about it. But
Yeah,
maybe
I
if
think
they're
it's
doing
more
some
that,
kind of
she goes for comfort when she's not being seen from the waist.
yeah, I would.
Like
I mean,
every drag queen has done for all of digital drag this last year and a half.
Yeah, fuck
I've
it.
definitely taken advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like, why not? You know, you're like, look, from the waist up, this is amazing. Downstairs is like, you know,
You can only see me from the tits up anyway. So
Yeah.
what else do you need to see?
exactly. You just need the face. That's all.
Exactly. Make sure the wig makes it into the shot.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Oh my goodness.
What brand of toilet paper do you like to use, and do you put it on the roll over or under?
So I like it to go over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care about a brand. I think you usually get the Costco one because I actually have a bidet, so I don't
Yeah.
use toilet
Yep.
paper.
Yeah, we both have that too. So
Water's better
I
than wiping.
I actually have a funny story about how I acquired my bidet as
Yes.
well.
please do tell.
Right before the pandemic was kind of full and blow, and like all the paper towel or the toilet paper pandemic was happening, and
Oh,
people couldn't
God.
find any. I was actually lovingly tipped a bidet at a drag performance.
Wow.
That's so nice.
They're like, here you
I
go.
was talking to one of my friends, and he had some extra ones that he like tried out, and they didn't work on his toilet or whatever. And so I was like, oh, I'll buy it off you. I want one. And so he just like tipped me at a performance with it. He's like, here you go, you can have
That
it.
is hilarious. Here you go.
Yeah,
I love tipped in that kind of
I've ever
stuff.
gotten.
Yes.
That's a great tip.
My goodness.
That's a fantastic tip.
I know it always sucks having to go to work and feel like a peasant when I have to wipe my ass.
Yeah, it's weird. Especially when you travel, you're like, where's the... Oh, fuck, there's no bidet here. You're like, shit.
Yeah, but get our advertiser cleanse. It's that foaming you put on toilet paper, make your own baby wipe.
You could do that,
I
yes.
keep it in my purse, and all the public shitting I've been doing recently, it has come in a lot of handy.
Yeah,
You
a
should
lot of
almost, like
handy.
leave stickers everywhere you destroy.
I know. I should. I'm using my cleanse more than anything else because I, for some reason, can't shit at home. So
I've barely
I feel
used
like
my
your sticker
cleanse.
should say, "Did you destroy this toilet too? You need cleanse."
Yeah. But it is great for travel, though. Or a travel bidet, either one. But yeah, it's hard not to...
I've seen those little travel bidets where you just like it's like a little squirt bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it really worth it? I don't know.
I mean, it's not the most ideal thing, but compared to this dry wiping, I'll go for it. And it really is a lifesaver. I take it on vacation. It's fantastic. So
they do work great. The only problem with my travel bidet is it's silicone and it got moldy inside.
Oh no.
Oh, really?
And you don't
Oh.
want to
Yeah, you
squirt
definitely gotta keep
mold
it clean.
on your butthole.
mine's not moldy yet.
Also, reminder to everyone with douches: make sure you change those regularly.
Yes, 100%.
It was just Pride season. Get a new one.
Yes, yes.
Out
Or
with
go
the
to
old,
one of-
in with the new.
Or go to one of our other advertisers, Future Method, and get a douche from them. They're
Yeah.
Ooh,
disposable.
I've never had to. I'll
Yeah.
try theirs.
Future
Yeah.
method. It's silky.
It is.
Maybe I could advertise for them in drag.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably love that.
Before I tuck, I always douche. What are your best cures for diarrhea and or constipation?
I don't really get constipated,
Lucky.
really ever. And for diarrhea, honestly, I just kind of just wait it out. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Just ride out the storm.
Just let it flow, you know?
I never had like a serious one where it's like gone on for like so long that you're gonna be dehydrated. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is like one of the number one biggest killers in the entire world.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
If you're,
is
if you're
diarrhea.
sitting for too long, too
Yeah.
often, then you need to get checked
It's not,
out.
yeah, you should be definitely going to see a doctor.
It
about
literally murders many, many people.
that. Yeah, people
Yeah.
die at stuff like
It's-
around the world. It's crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, go see a doctor if you're just shitting your brains out.
But I believe the same with diarrhea. I'm like, if this poison wants out of me, I'm not going to stop it up in there, you know?
Right?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impossible to like even like hold it. It's like trying to hold any kind of diarrhea. I'm like, oh my God. It's just like,
No, but like
It's
with
explosive.
Imodium or Pepto
True.
or something like that, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I think I've tried Imodium once, and I felt like it gave me more of a stomachache than anything. So I was
yes,
like,
Yeah.
I
Not really
completely
worth it.
agree.
I'll take that stuff if I'm like when I was in Mexico, I'll take it like just because I want to go out somewhere. And I'm like, let me just pop one of these, bad boys before we don't want any accidents.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're at home, it's just like, yeah, just let it out.
That's the
Let-
only
let it
time I
loose.
take Pepto is if I literally can't leave the house because I can't stop shitting. So, and I'm like, I have to get
See,
on
my
with
thing
my
is
day.
too is I don't have it in the house, so I'd have to like go out and.
Oh yeah, you got to roll the dice.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
I actually was trying to find my Benadryl because I had like a little rash on my arm last night, and I was like, I need something for my histamines. So I was looking for Benadryl last night, and I found 2 bottles of Pepto in my pills, and I was like, shit, I haven't used this in a while. Good to know I have 2 whole bottles of it.
Jesus. You must have having a crazy weekend. You're like, I'm going to buy 2 of these bad boys.
I know. I was like, maybe it was like at Target, like buy one get one free or
Oh.
something.
I don't think I even had that stuff at home. Like, but
It's a long weekend coming up. You know you're gonna shit
Yeah.
yourself. It's buy one get one free.
yeah, you're like, you'll never know.
Do you
It's
have
like 4th of July
IBS?
sales for you guys.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Pretty much. I'm sure people have been using that stuff. So
Oof, with all the barbecuing
Oh, yeah.
and beer. Also, what other products besides your bidet do you like to use to help you to poop? Do you have sprays? Do you have supplements?
I mean, I've got like a little like room spray thing, but pretty much just the bidet.
nice,
Yeah, I don't really use too much else.
awesome.
I'm au naturel that way.
You're right.
Ooh.
I like it.
I mean, if I really shit myself, I just jump in the shower, I guess.
Yeah,
True.
it's really bad. You're like, you know what? This is gonna need a little extra extra care.
Ultimate bidet.
Yeah, the shower.
And that goes on to our next question. If you have to Bristol 7 really, really badly and there's no toilet in sight, where do you go? Do you go on the
100%
floor?
shower.
Oh. No, but what if there's
100%
no
shower.
no bathroom? Like
There's no bathroom?
Yeah. I'm saying no
Let's say
toilet in sight.
Let's say you're
like-
out and about, just like, you know, you're doing a wine tour and you're like, oh my
Wine
God.
tour and I'm about to shit myself.
Yeah, do you poop in your pants or somewhere on the
I mean,
floor?
I guess I get one of those like spit jars. That's probably gonna be the biggest thing around.
So you're going to pick like receptacle, floor.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, never in your
not
pants.
Yeah, because that's just, you know.
If I
awful.
can help it, definitely not my pants.
Yeah.
Well, we don't ever want to poop in our pants, but sometimes
I
it
do-
just
well-
happens.
Like, because I know like Trump sometimes wears diapers. I definitely don't want to be that situation.
Oh, he wears
Yeah.
drapers all the time. Yeah. Yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah, for sure. I mean, floor is always the better option.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I've seen videos of people like shitting themselves in grocery stores, and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
just like squatting behind a shelf.
Or just walking into the store and just shitting. You're like, what is up with that?
The best one I saw though was this person. They were like they shit, and then someone came walking by and like slipped
Yep.
in it and realized it was shit.
I saw that one too. They're like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
gross.
Could you imagine stepping in human shit at the
Just
mall?
slipping in someone else's shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I would oh my God. That's like the worst.
It happens a lot at grocery stores too, which
I know,
I
right?
have pooped in many a grocery store in the bathroom. They all have bathrooms. Like you can ask to use a grocery store bathroom.
You know, some people just don't have the time to be bothered with that. They're like, I'm just fucking letting it rip right here, which is so disgusting. But yeah, people are insane.
There's a sale on cheese. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have time to go to the bathroom.
Hey,
We went on another friend's podcast. What is it? The one where it's YouTube and they showed all those videos.
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been a while, yeah. So if you want to see that, that's on their YouTube channel of us, and we just go over poop video,
Yeah,
poop video.
there's some good stuff in there. There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff like people like stepping in shit like at a grocery store or at a mall or whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So there's,
Cursed.
It's
yeah,
a compilation of us
it's nuts
being
that there's even like
"Ugh."
that doesn't even exist. But yeah, it does.
Right, there's enough footage now
Yeah.
of that.
I mean, that's crazy. It's like a highlight reel. You're like, oh, here's some of my work, as you can see.
The lovely world of hidden cameras nowadays.
Yes.
Yep. Well, that's why we always say that's why the pants or floor debate is so huge. Nobody wants to shit in their pants. But if you pick, like, if you're on the subway, you got to go really badly and you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to drop trowel and go right here. Everybody has a camera. You are going to be on the internet.
Yeah. In 2021, like, there's no fucking way. Like, everybody's like gonna record that
We
without
actually had a
question.
pretty famous one close to here. It was just near Vancouver of the lady in Tim Hortons who
Oh yes,
I love
that
was in
one.
the bathroom, so she shit and
Yep.
threw it at the people.
Could you imagine that shit? I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me right now? The amount of money
Really
I'm
going
getting
back to
paid
those
is
private
not.
days.
The amount of money I'm being paid this job doesn't even come close to the amount of shit that you just. It's oh my God.
Okay,
Well,
two-
I would be in
remember
jail.
working in fast food, and people would just destroy the bathrooms.
Oh, yeah.
all the time,
Yeah,
like almost for fun. It was like,
Ugh.
do you do
Yeah.
this for fun? Like, why would you do this?
it's like they're taking their shitty life out on that bathroom. You're like,
How
oh.
did you get it up the wall? Like,
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, excuse me, were you standing on your fucking hands? Just-
like was it like a fountain coming out?
yeah,
Like,
apparently.
I think they hover, but they don't realize that their asshole is not pointing down. They just kind of like bend over in a 90-degree angle, and it just goes poof.
I still,
You know?
people who shit in urinals. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, that's just
Disgusting.
enough.
I still want to bit I want to do for this show so badly is to hire a forensic detective to go. We find a bathroom and be like, explain to me how the
Analyze
shit,
the shit.
is like. I don't just mean like on the back of the bowl. I mean like when it's up the wall. Like how? Please just do the Dexter thing with like like the little red lines going. Like,
No, there's a Target bathroom that I hit up almost every time, mostly to just pee, once in a while to poo. And I'm a hoverer. And so sometimes when I hover, I have this like ability to kind of like look between my legs while I'm hovering. And I always see the bottom of the bowl and there's shit caked on there 4 months, probably closer to a year. And I always end up in that stall and I'm always like, whoever's cleaning
Wait,
this
underneath
bathroom-
the bowl, you mean?
Yep. I'm like, whoever's
Just
cleaning this
always there.
bathroom, I think somebody shit on the floor. It's splattered up onto the bottom of the bowl, and whoever cleans it has never touched it. And I'm like, why do I always pick this stall? Why do I always pick the shit caked on the bottom of the bowl stall?
I don't know. You got to stop going to bathrooms out in public.
I can't help it. You know me. I have to pee every 30 minutes.
You got to work on that.
Oh, it's the worst.
I think if I saw that, I'd be like, I'm just going to hold it in.
Bladder.
I need my own, what's it called? The RuPaul.
Catheter?
Catheter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but going back to that Tim Hortons video with the woman, number one, if you know anybody who knows her, I want to interview that bitch so badly because I want to know what she says. I have a feeling she walks in and says, "Can I use the bathroom?" And they said no. And then that's when she was like, "Oh, fuck you. I'm going to do it right here." And that's why she flung it at them. This is my interpretation and my lip reading. Not sure if that's true. And
I agree with you.
Yeah, because why would she has a conversation with him, you know? But number two, that's also where pants versus floor, the question started. I literally saw that video, and on our private Facebook group from years ago, I was like, you guys watch this shit, and if you had to, what would you choose, your pants or the floor?
But really, then it would almost be a three-way. It'd be pants, floor, or flung through the air.
Yeah. See, I think my theory is there had been some issues before that part was recorded on camera. And then that was I think the second part of a different part of that conversation. And she's like, well, fuck you. I'm going to just ruin your day right now. I don't think it was like she had to go. I think she's like, I'm going to shit on this floor because whatever, you didn't give me what I want kind of thing. Yeah. Because that's just so because the fact that she just threw it. See, I think if she had to go, she just would have shit on the floor and been pieced out, ran. Yeah. But she was like, "Oh, I'm also throwing it at you too, so fuck you."
Okay, but this is why I want to interview this woman.
No, of course.
What happened after the video? Was she arrested?
I mean, I think there's a bunch of footage out there that never got recorded that has the beginning part of that whole interaction and then the post. I think she got picked up later or something. I think she just jetted and then fucking ran off in her Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, I'm dying to know.
I think she has a Corolla, a beige Corolla. And then she just went home, and then later on they called the cops. And here's a video.
That's what shit flingers drive.
Yeah, and they're like, Paula, that's Paula again.
Yeah, but
then no good.
Paula and her beige Corolla.
Yeah.
What's it called when you get hurt on the job and then your job pays for
workman's compensation?
Yeah,
yeah. Did the guy who got the shit flung at him, did he get workman's
Probably.
comp?
I'm sure he must
I
have.
want to know. There's so many layers to that video
Trauma
that
and
I'm
therapy.
Yeah.
Yes.
They probably take a week off, full paid,
He just has reoccurring nightmares, just waking up I don't know.
Yeah, I would. Anytime anybody would come in to use the bathroom or any kind of argument ensues.
That's where the face shield started.
Yes.
I mean, sure. Fuck that.
I
oh
would
my god.
permanently wear a face shield.
I'd have a body like those hazmat suits on. I'm like, welcome to Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Just bubble boy it.
You want some Timbits?
Frida, please ask your people to find that woman. If you seem to be the closest one to.
Yeah, I'll put it out on my network and see if I can find it.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Let's
find you, Paula.
We'll cast that net out there, Paula.
Yeah.
We could do an entire show just breaking down that video.
For sure.
Just a detective series trying to find Paula the shit thrower.
Yes.
I would love that. Oh my god.
Wait, why did we decide to name her Paula?
I just thought her name sounded like Paula. I don't know. I have no idea.
In her beige
it could be Sandra for all I know. I have no idea, but Paula sounded pretty good. That was the first thing that popped in my head. Oh my goodness. Well, you answered all the awesome questions that we needed to know.
But we didn't do a follow-up.
With what?
Pants versus floor.
Oh.
Besides your childhood story, has either of those ever happened to you?
I mean, I've more times than not when I have one of those sneaky farts that are actually a shit, it's because I'm laying in bed. That's where it usually happens. I'm like, it's definitely just a fart. And then I'm like, nope, I'm having a shower right now.
Yep. Let's get that water going.
Luckily, it doesn't happen too often in public. I can't remember any time really in my adult life that it's happened publicly. But yeah, definitely in bed a couple times where you're just like, I don't want to get out. It's just a fart.
We've had that debate in the past about where is it worse to shit your pants at home or in public. I personally think public because you can clean up at home. But we've had people that's been like, no, if you're doing it in your home, you're an animal. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever shit my pants.
I am Freida Whales, so I'm the queen of animals.
I don't think I've ever sharded or shit my pants at home.
Yes, you did. Your first story that you told us, your accident story, you were in bed.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did forget about that. Oh, my God.
One of those sneaky bed farts.
That was, yeah, you're right. Holy shit, I did forget about that. You're right. Oh, my God.
I remember your shit stories
you
better
do.
than you remember.
I'm like, apparently, I'm like, I never did it before. I'm like, oh, yes, I did. Oh, yeah, I did. Fuck.
Actually, on the first episode,
I
forgot about
it was our
that.
second episode.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yes, that's right.
Our second episode, I was like, we better tell our shit our pants stories. So, like, when we ask guests to come on to tell, like, you know, like, it's only fair, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not getting naked, but I'm asking you to, you know? It's got to be tit for tat, shit for shat, you know?
Yeah, it does happen. So, yeah, I'm an animal. Oh, my God.
And Freida, is there any what's the worst bathroom you've seen? Have you been to like a festival or a drag or a gay bar or something where you just walked in and you were like, oh God, what is wrong with these people?
yeah, definitely a lot of gay bars. I'll go into I usually would go into the guys' bathroom first, and it's either a bunch of people doing blow or giving head. So I'm like, cool, all these stalls are full. And then I go to the women's one, and usually a very regular lesbian has taken a very stinky dump. And so it's just like you go with either the smell or the activity. Like you get to
Right.
one or the other.
Excuse me, guys, if I just sneak in here. Dude, I actually have to use the bathroom
Yeah.
for what it's intended for. But, oh, my God.
But definitely doing drag now, like having to change in some pretty nasty bathrooms is always not fun.
Oh God, yeah. You don't want to get your costume messed up.
No.
Yeah.
You don't want
covered
that.
in piss.
Oh,
Other particles.
Especially not my own piss. Like, if
Yeah.
it's my own piss, that's different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're like, what is this phantom liquid over here?
Ugh.
Or stains. Ugh. Gross.
And Freida, before we go into the news, do you have anything else that you want to share with us?
Definitely just to keep up with me on FreidaWhales.com. We keep it pretty regularly posted there. All my social media is same name, Freida Whales. Remember, I before E unless you come from the sea. So FREIDA, Freida Whales.
Yes.
And yeah, check me out there. Kids content, adult content. Make sure you choose what you want.
Perfect.
We actually do have a segment before the news. It's called
Oh,
and
perfect.
You have a
I've made
new
a lot
one
of
for
those.
us?
yes, it's work related, but I think it's kind of fun. So you have two choices, and they're both horrible. So one is you're at work, you shit your pants at work while leading a work meeting. So we're talking like, let's just say 10 to 15 coworkers. You're up there.
I work with grade 1, so I'll picture I'm in a class.
Okay,
with
yeah.
grade ones.
You totally shit your pants. Like, I mean, like in mid, like 2 minutes into it. Or you fart loudly and disgustingly smelly in front of your boss in a closed room. So, would you rather shit your pants while leading a meeting or fart? I mean, I'm talking like this fart it's like disgustingly smelly. There's no way you can kind of pretend like, oh, that didn't happen. I mean, like you both
It was the
smell
chair.
it
No,
and
it
it's
was
super fucking loud in front of your boss with a closed door.
So I work in a classroom with another teacher, so she would technically be my boss, and I definitely fart around her all the time.
Okay. So she knows what's up.
Yeah, we definitely crop dust each other often.
Okay.
But the best part is when kids are around, because then you can just like blame it on them. Or sometimes they have the worst farts.
Yes.
That's the worst.
Right.
We had this little guy this year, and he would have the worst farts. And so we're like, man, like if you got a fart, like you know it's coming, like go out in the hallway and like do it out there so all the kids don't have to smell it. And so he would go out, and it was so funny. He would just stick his butt out in the hallway, just out the door, and go, and give me a thumbs up. And he's like, hey.
That's hilarious.
What was that kid eating?
Who knows?
He was very gassy.
Paste,
Yeah.
glue.
Pizza Pops, I think. Just
Yeah.
Pizza Pops.
Oh my god. Well, yeah. So you got the youngins. So that kind of like you can easily
There's a
be
lot of
like,
gas in that
yeah.
class.
So that's like, I mean, I've led meetings before, and I've been in meetings with like my boss solo, and I think I would just do the fart solo. I don't think I can handle. I did a meeting with like.
I would definitely prefer farts for sure.
I had to lead a meeting with like 20 people once, and I was like standing up for like half hour, and the thought of shitting my pants in front of all those people would just be devastating.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with fart in front. I'm not like, look, man, I'm sorry, just because I imagine my boss, well, my old boss for sure, I probably could have got away with it because he would have been like, what the fuck? But it's like, he was a little, he was kind of a dick, but he was also kind of like, we hung out a little bit here and there, so it was a little friendly. So I feel like I can get away with that more than the shitting my pants.
I agree. I think it's fart, but with both, it's got that fart. Your boss might think you shit your pants.
I mean, yeah, that's the
So
thing.
You then have to explain, I'm sorry, it was just a fart. But if you just shit your pants, you're going to smell like a really bad fart. And then you have to go home. Yeah.
Yeah. If you can go home, I mean, yeah, you guys could be like, I got to leave. Or just, if I'm talking the meeting, like the meeting just started. I don't mean just like, oh, we're wrapping up. I mean, it's like 2-3 minutes in to the PowerPoint presentation. You're like, I just shit my pants.
No, thank you.
Or you have a boss that just is like really like buttoned up and just refuses to like admit, like to talk about anything that's like actually happening. So you could be one of those kind of employees or bosses that like, you know,
But
sort of refuses to believe that your coworker just.
Can you get fired over farting really badly? No.
I mean, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, if you had an asshole boss and they did it, I'm sure you have to go to court for that. Like,
yeah, I
But-
think you could.
I have heard that people can claim like assault if you like do a really nasty fart on them.
we did a
True.
story on that actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That's
I'm
pretty bizarre.
gonna go with fart. Fuck it. I'm going with fart. There's no way I'm shitting my pants in front of like a meeting that just
I
started.
feel like shitting my pants is just as assaulting. What if I
Yeah.
like, drip it on you? I'm
Yeah.
like, like,
Yeah.
I'm talking like the
what if you
worst.
slip in it?
Yeah, I'm talking worst case scenario, like whatever it is in your mind, shit your pants in front of like 15 to 20 people.
Nope.
You would
I'm
be
picturing
like,
white pants and
yeah,
full seven.
and you know, like those glass boardrooms, like you know, like
Yeah.
the conference rooms all closed up, and it's like it's just there's no air really. I mean, it's not circulating like you know the way it would if the open window.
There's actually a funny, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. It was a video of this guy, and he's like walking down like Hollywood Boulevard or something, and he's wearing white pants, and he shit himself, but he didn't realize it, and it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
all brown down the back of his face.
Oh my god,
And then
yeah,
I think someone yells like, "Hey, you shit your pants!" and he's like, ah, and like runs.
yeah. That would be the worst. The worst. Oh my goodness. All right, so we know who where we stand with this. Okay, I like it. Good. Excellent. So now this is our last segment. We'll get you out of here. It's our news segment. So I'm gonna play this little intro and then we'll get on. We'll get with it. This was on IFL Science. I fucking love science. This
Yeah.
is one of my favorite sites. And so the headline reads: Slip and Slide TV show halts production due to awful explosive diarrhea outbreak.
I saw that.
I could not believe. I mean, it's an older story, but I was like, "This is fantastic." So, I just thought the fact that it's called Slip. The irony is so great. Slip and Slide, this series, which I've never even watched before. Now I'm like, I gotta watch this fucking show. But
I think it's brand new.
yeah, I mean, it's on NBC, and it's called The Ultimate Slip and Slide. NBC describes Ultimate Slip and Slide as the spirit of classic backyard slide and transforms it into a real-life water park full of gigantic slippery rides. So basically, they were doing this thing. Someone got diarrhea or got sick, and then basically the cause of the diarrhea was confirmed to be a parasite, Giardia. So yeah, people had that thing, and it was like it just ran rampant through the contestants. And co-host Ron Funch, who is awesome, he was not among the people that were suffering from the diarrhea, but he was like just letting off some amazing tweets. He he wrote in one of his tweets, "I feel like no one in my family even knew I was in comedy until someone got diarrhea at the water park." I mean, it's just like, it just writes itself. So Twitter world went crazy with it. I mean, they're like, one person wrote, "They couldn't let that shit slide." That was my favorite one. Oh my god! And
I listened to Ron Funch's podcast and he was talking about it. He was like, yeah, so life has been weird for me right now because my show got shut down because of diarrhea. Thankfully, I didn't get it.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, he wasn't the one jumping through these gigantic water slides, but Jesus Christ, could you imagine like having to clean all that? Oh my god. People just like rehose, like, we're gonna get a new slide, guys. This one's totally shut down.
You run to jump and land on your stomach and just.
Oh, just really bad. But yeah, so
It reminds me of my favorite documentary, the Class Action Park. If you haven't seen it, please, people, watch it. It's on HBO. It's the most insane. Your jaw will be on the floor the entire time. But it was an action park. They had a water park, and there was so much poo, and they never cleaned any of it out.
that's pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
So, well, NBC is currently cleaning this up. So, hopefully they're gonna start to
It
get
was
that
actually filmed
production.
at the same water park.
Yeah, no, it's now a ski resort thing, I think, / like mountain biking thing. But yeah, this was like the funniest fucking story. I would go over the rest of these tweets, but they're like kind of like visual. Although someone did retweeted Kanye West in response to, it says, "Once again, I am being attacked for presenting new ideas." That one actually might be the best fucking one. It was so genius. But yeah, that's disgusting. I can't wait to watch this show now because I'm gonna be like, ooh, they're sliding around in
hope
Dookie.
they address it in the show. We all want to see it.
Oh, please! I hope they do. I mean, it's NBC. They're probably not going to, but you know, NBC is the boss that you'd fart in front of them. They wouldn't acknowledge that you just farted. So yeah, they're like, that didn't happen. Okay, so anyway. But Freida Whales, thank you so much for being on our show. You're fantastic. And please, please, please tell our audience where they can find you.
Yeah, once again, FreidaWhales.com, the easiest way, or Freida Whales on any social media. Just make sure you spell it right. And yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
And if anybody has any follow-up questions for Freida, you can email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com, or you can call us at
203-998-5579.
Yes, and we can have Freida back on. And Freida, if you are ever in New York, please tell us. We want to see you, squeeze you, all the rest of that fun stuff.
Look us up.
Yes. And now that I'm fully vaccinated, it'll be happening soon.
Yes.
Excellent. Yes, that's fantastic. Well, thanks again, and thanks for laughing and learning everything but with us.
And happy pooping, everybody, and enjoy your butthole.
Hey Poopy Podcast is brought to you by Perfect 4 Entertainment, produced by Dave and Ellen, with executive producer Stormy Leather, edited by me, Dave.
For more information, go to heypoopypodcast.com for episodes, merch, and more. Follow us on Instagram at heypoopypodcast and Twitter at heypoopy. Theme song by Jordan Perlson. Hey Poopy.